Looney Tunes, the first episodes of it were late 30s, early 40s. And they are all on HBO Max if you want to do a deep dive. Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry from the beginning, they're all on HBO Max.
I hesitate to say the beginning because a lot of the racist episodes have been wiped.
No, they have them there, and they put a disclaimer.
Really?
Yeah, they have them there, and
That's
they're like,
progressive.
Yeah. And they're like, we do not condone what's in here. We have it here for historical reasons.
No shit.
Yeah,
So how do you know
historical integrity? Because I watched.
You watched like
Some of
from
the
the beginning.
ones. Yeah.
And who's the biggest offender? Bugs, right? Might be worth watching.
I think the first one that I saw that was really racist was Tom and Jerry, because they would regularly have like a mammy character.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. But early on, I think Looney Tunes was making a lot of war jokes, and they had a lot of Chinaman and shit like that.
Yeah. A lot of Japanese caricatures.
Yeah.
But that reminds me, there was at least one cartoon, more than one, of Bugs Bunny in blackface.
Oh, for sure, I'm sure.
And did you know the reason? Do you know why cartoons have the white gloves?
No,
I didn't know this until last year.
this is a new one for me.
The reason cartoons have a lot of cartoons wear white gloves with the 3 lines on the back, that traces back to minstrel shows.
Wow.
No, I'm not making light of this. It was completely racist. They would mock black people, do blackface, and it's
So vaudeville characters had white gloves on?
When white vaudeville actors would do blackface and minstrel shows, that's specifically when they're racist. They would wear the white gloves, and if I have to guess why, it goes back to like the house slave, who was afforded clothes and allowed to shine cutlery instead of work the fields and things like that. So
Right.
Aesthetically, I always appreciated the gloves as just like that's just like a cartoon thing, right?
Right.
And when I found out, it was devastating, because I'm like, damn, everything's really racist. Everything really has roots in racism like that. But anyway, sorry to burst y'all bubble.
No, I mean, hey.
What do you think? Like, I don't think it's necessarily the kind of thing that we need to be revisionist about. Like, we don't not now have to strip all cartoons of their white gloves.
Right.
But what do you think?
I think revising history is always the wrong answer, because revising it means we're trying to avoid it and escape it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I think it removes the nuance of it, because I grew up loving Looney Tunes and knowing that its roots are connected to vaudeville and that era. I can still enjoy it with that understanding. You know what I mean? It's an old thing, but the humor is something that I find is universal. It was not dependent on those racist roots to be funny. So, and not just that, I really don't like the idea of removing an episode of something, because honestly, that only breeds more intrigue in what that episode contained, just like with like banned books and shit like that. That never solved the problem. It was just a Band-Aid solution that quickly created a new problem.
Yeah.
So, I really don't think that's the answer at all. I just think people have to approach these topics with more nuance than the internet thinks we can give a topic.
Yeah.
That's the problem.